how to speak your future into existence. I get these questions of people that are coming more from a manifestation background on what are the right affirmations? What are the right things that I need to say to attract the future that I want? What is it that I need to affirm in my life in order to get the future that I desire, in order to get the future that I want? And today I will talk about that, and we will go into it a little deeper. And we're not gonna just stay at the surface level, what is like manifestation. We're actually gonna go a level deeper. What is not in my advantage, because if I would do it just for my advantage, I would make a video just about affirmations, law of attraction, and people would take it way too lazy. Okay, I'm not a lazy person. I like action. I like to take action. You can see my videos. I post 3 to 4 videos every week, and I know action leads to results. So all of this law of attraction is very much true in many ways, but also there's a place where people get stuck in just thinking of affirmations, just thinking of, oh, if I just affirm enough, and I don't do anything, I will get what I want. And that's not true. You need both action, and also you need the right mindset in order to use that for your advantage. One of the first things that I want to say is that the affirmations don't matter so much. Okay, the affirmations don't matter so much. It's not affirmations that matter. It is your vibration, resonance that matters. Your vibration, your energy matters. Why would I say affirmations don't matter as much as energy? Okay, energy doesn't lie. You see, when someone comes and says to me, I am amazing, but in their voice, I feel them shaking, I feel them nervous, I feel them like, as long as I don't get someone attacking me for saying this, someone pointing out that that's not true, right? Holding on to that belief very strongly. That is energy, okay? So whatever affirmation you say doesn't matter, because if your energy is still on a place of feeling another way, then what's the point of the affirmation, you see? If I say, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, and someone comes to me and say, you're ugly, I'm like, oh no, I'm ugly, right? Or I have to defend myself with that belief of like, no, I'm beautiful. All right? So what energy means is, do you feel congruent within yourself? Do you feel congruent in yourself that this is true? If, for example, someone says to me, you're Asian, I'm like, that's fine if you think it. You understand? It's fine if you think I'm Asian. I'm not, but it's fine if you think that. There's no resonance there for me. So it's more of a letting go process of letting go of the beliefs, the affirmations about yourself that are negative right now. If you, for example, say to yourself, I am poor, I'm horrible, I'm ugly, right? And you believe that, and it's congruent to you. Even if someone would come and say, no, you're not that, you would still feel, no, like, I'm that, that's just who I am. Then that is who you're gonna be. Because the energy is, I am this type of person. If you want to change your energy to a completely different type of version of you, because remember, it's still you. There are different parts of you, different parts of you where you put your attention to. So there's a version of you that is complaining, negative, focused on lack. And there's a version of you that's grateful, focusing on abundance, focused on love. All these things are you, right? But then there is something that you identify as, that is really who I am, right? And we don't suffer so much from the really positive things that we believe that we are. For example, if you have to believe that you are beautiful, you're not suffering that belief. If that's congruent in you, that's just how your energy is, then you're not going to suffer that, right? But if you have a belief that you're ugly, you're going to suffer a lot, right? Because everywhere you go, you feel like you're not accepted because you're not beautiful. I got interrupted because the bell rang. So anyways, if you focused on being beautiful, right, that's a positive belief and it creates a positive outcome for you. If you're focused on being ugly, it creates a negative outcome for you in your life, right? But you cannot go from I'm ugly to just affirming I'm beautiful and then all of a sudden believe you're beautiful. Because there's not a letting go process of this firm, stubborn belief that is negative, right? So to speak positive into your future actually more means to let go of the negative first. We can talk positivity, but it has to resonate with you, you see? Positive affirmations means a lot when you resonate with it, okay? If I say, I'm happy, and I resonate with happiness, it starts to amplify my happiness. But if I'm not happy, and I start to say I'm happy, it doesn't amplify my happiness. You see, it actually tries to cover up the sadness that is there, and the depression that is there. So rather to run away through affirmations, we focus on the negative things that we believe about ourselves. And we start to dismantle that strong negative belief. Once you start to dismantle that strong negative belief, you come into a more neutral zone. And when you're in a more neutral zone, then affirmations can help you. You understand? If you're in a neutral zone, then affirmations can help you. But if you're in a zone where you have a strong negative belief about who you are, all right, then you're not gonna get to a positive affirmation straight from the get-go, okay? You got to learn how to let go of this strong negative belief. This is through letting go work, but this is also through questioning that belief. For example, let's take the belief, because this is a belief many people have, of I'm ugly, okay? Let's say you have a belief you're ugly, okay? What part of you exactly is ugly? Is it like your fingers? Is it like this finger? Is it like this finger? Like, get down to the very thing that you feel is ugly, okay? And what you will realize is that you cannot really get to one place that is really ugly, right? You cannot get to, or some people are like, oh, my nose. Okay, let's say it's just your nose, okay? But what point of your nose? Like, what exact thing of your nose is ugly? You see? And you'd be like, no, like this, like here, like, oh, that's it. And it's like, that's ugly, right? But let's say only that, like, this type of your body, right? Let's say this part of your body is ugly. Okay, let's say you even come to a conclusion and be like, okay, no, this little part right here is ugly, okay? You got a whole body, meaning you got, this is like 1% of your body. That means 99% of your body is beautiful. Means 1% of your body is something you don't really like. How can you say you're ugly when you feel like 99% of the rest is beautiful, or at least is okay, is right, is normal, right? So we focus on this little 1%, this little 1%. And we're like, oh, I'm so ugly, right? It's the same thing with another belief. For example, people have the belief that they lack money. Okay, I don't have enough money. Okay, look at the money that you got and start to write a list of why you have the right money, or at least normal amount of money, if not a lot of money. For example, think about the food that you can buy today. Think about the stuff that you could buy today, right? Think about how many books you can buy today, right? How many CDs you can buy today, how many DVDs you can buy, how many fish, you can buy a fish for €1 or something, how many fish you can buy, how many pieces of paper you can buy. You see, if you start to really think about how much you can buy with the money that you have right now, the belief that you are poor can no longer exist. All right? The belief that you're poor can no longer exist. It cannot be a firm belief anymore. So you have to question those beliefs that are very firm and negative, and get it more to a neutral place. And once you're in a more neutral place, first of all, the suffering that you experienced before starts to fade away. The suffering that you had before starts to fade away because that negative thing is no longer such a big issue. It's actually a non-issue. So you get to a more neutral place, and then we can talk about affirmations. We can talk about affirming positive things in your life. And then you start to resonate with these affirmations. So you really know when an affirmation works for you when you say it and it resonates with you. You feel it energetically. You feel like this is not just a belief, this is actually true. You see? When I say I am abundant, it's not a belief. It's a confirmation of something that is true and it resonates for me. But if I asked that many, many years ago, I would not resonate with it. So I would have to pretend that that is true. But that's not going to get me to that energy, you see. To get to the energy means you need to let go of the stubborn beliefs that are in the way. The stubborn negative beliefs that you hold on to dear life. You even hold on to these negative beliefs so much that you want to cover it up with a positive belief, right? You don't need positive beliefs. You mainly focus on positive beliefs because it feels so painful to have these negative ones. So it's like an affirmation is like a band-aid on those negative beliefs. It's like, oh, maybe if I just affirm it, I start to believe it at some point, but you won't. The fact is that you have to face the truth, what means that that strong negative belief is not true, and definitely not as true as you think it is. Maybe like 1% is true of it, right? But you exaggerate it, right? To say you're ugly, to say you don't have enough money, to say you don't have a right relationship. These are very big things to say, and they limit your ability to actually see good in your life, to resonate with good in your life, to resonate with good energy in your life, okay, to resonate with the opportunities that are out there. So dismantle the negatives negative beliefs, the limiting beliefs. Come to a neutral place. And affirmations is just like a bonus. It's like you focus on that and it starts to amplify a bit. It's just a bonus. It's not something that you need no more because you're already feeling good. You see, we think sometimes that we need the outcome, but actually we just need to get to a more neutral place. And that's already enough in many ways. Okay, affirmations is just a bonus on top of that, to amplify the resonance with something positive. But you cannot resonate with something positive when you hold on to a negative belief. Let go of the negative belief. That's the main thing. After that, focus on the affirmations that resonate with you, that don't just feel like some made up story, but actually feels like something congruent, something true, something that you don't have to defend yourself with, like a belief, right? A belief you have to defend. You have to be like, no, I am beautiful. If that's a belief, that doesn't work, right? You got to feel like I am beautiful. And then if someone says you're ugly, it doesn't touch you. That's when you really know you have changed. That's when you really know you have healed. Because what you see right here is a whole healing journey. It's not just saying words, it's a healing journey. It's a healing from those negative beliefs, letting go of them, leaning in towards more positive beliefs, and then taking action from those places. Then taking action from a place of positivity. What is not so much pushing and trying and those kind of things, it's actually just showing up and putting on the camera, right? When I shoot this video, it's not like I'm grinding, I'm pushing. I'm just putting on the camera, right? And I'm talking. And I don't have a script on exactly what to say or something. Things just flow. Because I'm in this positive place where things just flow. I don't have to write a script to make a video. Hope this makes sense. I really went very deep into this. I cut out all of the nonsense that you hear everywhere else. I'm trying to keep it as real as possible. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.